Hi guys, a long time no see. I feel really bad because I don't think actually since I started my YouTube channel, which is coming up to a year crazily enough, I don't think I've really missed a video. And obviously I didn't film last week because I was away, and I didn't want to come back and like make a really rushed video. So there is a lot to catch up on, a lot of spending ridiculously, sometimes justified, sometimes not. And I'll take you through that. But I hope everyone's doing well, and I'm back on my grind now. So let me know in the comments if there's anything you want me to do, either on Instagram or on here. Also on TikTok, I need to post more on there, but I never really have an idea of what I want to do. So if anyone knows or wants to see anything, let me know. But let's just get started. So I left you off on the 7th, which was a long time ago now, and the only thing really from that day was my £5 money box transfer. As per usual, I think I have it down as £5 every week currently, so yep, that won't change unless I decide not to do it anymore. Then on the 8th I had a full day of work, and this was actually the night I was going to London. So at the time of me booking my train tickets, basically everything was saying there's going to be like massive tube strikes. Anytime I tried to book like from the Wednesday onwards, it was that there might be like train strikes affecting it. So I thought the best thing to do would just be go last minute after work. I think my train was at about 8 something, which after a full day of work, I was like, oh, great. But it was fine. It was a really empty train actually, so it wasn't stressful at all. It was a direct train. I never get trains that I'll have to change at. So yeah. So obviously I had to pay for an Uber to get me to the station because it was quite late. I couldn't ask my sister for a lift because she was putting the boys to bed, so that cost me £7.95. And actually the driver was telling me about how Uber's not the best company to do, because basically when you tip someone on Uber, it doesn't go directly to the driver, it goes towards Uber and they take a percentage out. So luckily for me, I had some change in my pocket from God knows when, and I just gave him that and was like, you know what, it's not much, but you know, at least you're not getting taxed on it or taking money away from you. So that was nice. And then I didn't really get a chance to eat or drink before I left. So I popped into the Co-op hoping that I would be able to get the free Rockstar drink through Shopmium, but they didn't have it, so I just ended up grabbing, I think it was like the blueberry or the blue Innocent smoothie, ridiculously priced at £2.55, but I was thirsty, so that just came out of my Monzo account. And then I'm actually going to have to look into this because it was 2 separate charges of £6, which I don't think that works out because I only took one train from St Pancras to where I needed to go. So I might have to dispute that with them, but they charged me £12, and obviously that would have come out of my travel money. Then on the Wednesday, literally did nothing. I was literally like, nope, not moving. I'm having a shower, changing into comfies, not leaving the house. So I didn't spend anything, which is always great because, as you're about to see, I spend some dollar. Not as bad as the week before though, so we good. Then on the Thursday, so I was staying with a friend the whole 6 days, but I didn't want to like impose and be with them the entire time, so I actually left to go have some lunch with another friend while I was in London, and I had to pop into Boots to grab some bits health wise, so it came out of my health envelope. I mean, I did pay on my card, but the money's come out of health. That was £11.64. And then we had lunch, so we had 2-for-1 cocktails. We had the raspberry zombie from Las Iguanas, the strongest thing ever. I think the person that was making it was just like, hey, happy hour, because that was strong stuff. And then I think I had like nachos or something, nothing too crazy, but it worked out at £16. So that was that. What have I written? I don't know what. Oh, M&S. I literally could not read my own writing. Oh my gosh. So then I went to M&S because my friend. Well, I always make a thing of, if you need anything while I'm down there, let me know. And there were a few bits that they wanted me to grab. So that was £4.60. Again, just out of my Monzo account. Travel again to meet her was £3.20. This was the day, I think, that all the tubes in London, like all the underground tubes, were not working, so I was very anxious about whether my train would be running, but it was a DLR train, so it was fine. And then Chip decided to take out £11.25, which, if you know me, I normally catch these before they get too crazy. Like, I reduce them quite a bit to like £3-4 max. It took out £11.25. I don't know how I missed it, but you know what, it happens. Not very often, thankfully, but it does happen. Then on the Friday, again, didn't do anything. I think we went on a really long walk, like a 2.5-hour walk, guys. I don't walk in general. Well, I do, but I don't walk that much ever. I was tempted to get coffee and stuff like that, but we were good. No coffee for me. Next up was Saturday, and this was the day that I was surprising my sister, my niece, my 2 nephews, and my mum and dad by meeting them. Well, it wasn't really a surprise because, you know, the adults knew. But we went to Lakeside, if anyone knows it, a massive shopping centre. I guess it's classed as Essex Way, and we spent some money. So we're just going to break that down. So first of all, it's key to note that my niece is a princess, and her dad had actually given her money and her brother some money, and of course, her being her, had to spend it as soon as she got it. So she decided to spend it in Primark. Obviously, she's picking up all these little bits of makeup, and she doesn't have enough. So good Auntie Ia decided to cover her. So we're going to put this as one as an unbudgeted, because I did not budget for princesses. But it was £7 I paid, and it wasn't worth it. You know, sometimes I think they're smart because they market kids makeup and it just adds up. Like, I'm pretty sure some of the stuff was like £4.50, £5, and I'm like, you can go to Superdrug and get like Revolution makeup, like actual makeup that's not rubbish. But you know what, it's her money, she chose to do it. Don't know if her brother spent his money yet, but he didn't on the day. And then I decided to buy myself some stuff in Primark. Weirdly enough, one of the biggest things that I bought myself cozy leggings from Primark. Notoriously hard to buy at my Primark. They're never in. They're about £3.50. Pretty sure I bought myself 2 pairs, and then I called my sister and she wanted 3 pairs, so I got that. I picked up a scarf, and what else did I pick up? Some trousers that I actually need to get my friend to alter. So altogether that was £35. Again, I'm just going to put that as unbudgeted. Okay, then next up, I've been wanting to try the Toblerone hot chocolate or latte, whatever one, from Costa since it came out. Was so excited to get it. Decided to treat my niece and nephew to a hot chocolate. And actually the Toblerone one, I'd probably rate it like a 3 or 4 out of 10. It is not good. It is not worth the money. The reason it was £2.20 was because I had some gift cards, so I used those and then obviously just paid the excess. So that falls under my Monzo part. Next up, so one of my nephews is actually only 1, and I obviously felt bad because I bought my niece some stuff here and I treated them here, and I didn't get anything for him. So he was sitting in one of those cars that you like pay for them to move. I don't know if they have a specific name. So I decided to treat him. It was £1.25, and I was like, you know what, your siblings have had something, it's not really fair. So he had a nice little ride in a little car. So that was good. And then I'm gonna see if I'm doing this in order. So basically we spent the whole day with my niece and my nephews. We were babysitting, and then as soon as that was over, my sister actually works at a restaurant, and there was an offer for like certain meals. It was like 2 for £12 or something like that. So I actually treated me and my parents to a meal. We obviously got drinks and stuff like that as well, and it was slightly cheaper because my sister was working and she used the deal, so it was like 2 sets of meals. So I technically paid for her meal as well, which is fine. So yes, this was also an unbudgeted spend. We're gonna pop down. So that was nice. It always feels nice to be able to treat someone. I mean, although it was an unbudgeted spend, I felt good being the one to like tap my card and my parents don't worry about it, because I think often people forget about themselves. It's so easy to like spend money on other people and help other people, and my parents are no different. Like, they don't really go for meals out and stuff like that, so it was nice being able to do that. It was nice spending time with them as well, because they're always surrounded by grandkids, so it was nice to just have that hour or two just me and them. Next up, on my way home again, my friend wanted me to grab them a pizza, just from the shop, and I decided to also pick up a tub of Haagen-Dazs, I think it was, ice cream, because it was on offer. So that was £5.50 or 30, can't read my writing again, which is lovely. And also the travel for the day was £6.40, because I had to get 2 trains there, and then luckily enough my dad dropped me closer to his house on the way back, so I only had to get 1 train from there. Okay, let me just move you over and across. Okay, so then Sunday again was a literal day. I'm not even joking. I was like, I'm going home tomorrow. I don't have like tons of money. I'm about to contradict myself. And honestly, if anyone's watched, what was it called? It was a show on Netflix, like Are You the Mole or something. No bit of a lie. Me and my friend just sat there and watched the whole thing, like 10 episodes in a day. It was one of those days though, and it was like sometimes the best day to literally just do nothing. As well, for old time's sake, and because we have an inside joke, I also treated us to a takeaway. A bit expensive at £24.88, but it is what it is. So yes. And then of course Monday was when I was coming home. The annoying thing is, in hindsight, I wish I booked an earlier train, but my train was at 11, but my friend had to go to work early, and they did say I could stay at theirs until I had to leave, but they weren't there. They have flatmates. I find that weird, so I was just like, no, it's fine, I'll be fine. So of course I ended up spending 3 entire hours at St Pancras. What can you do there except eat and chop? Hence what you're about to see. So I started off at one of my favourite, I mean, it's a really bougie, Instagrammable cafe. I've been there before, it's been on my thing before. I will leave the name here. It's like EL&N or something. Very pink, very cute, very overpriced, but delicious. So I got myself a Spanish latte. I would still recommend the Spanish pistachio latte. It is overpriced, I'm not even going to lie to you, but that was £4.60. Then obviously I had time to kill. So what do I do apart from go in the shops? I didn't have intentions to buy from every shop, so what you see is me just calculating in my brain whether or not I need to buy something. So I went into Paperchase because I'm not a card person apart from when it's a milestone or I actually have something important to like say to you. I hate cards that just say to and from. Like, what is the point? You've wasted your money, you've wasted the card. Can we not? So I actually picked up some Christmas cards because I thought they were adorable. Do I have them to hand? Let me see if I can find them actually. So here they are. You get 8, which is not the best value for money at £4.50, but these go very well with my whole aesthetic. I use brown paper. For my wrapping I use vine or twine, whatever the hell you call it, and I use craft labels as well. So this is my whole aesthetic. I'm only doing it for the people that I buy presents for. I might even get my mum and dad and my sister and stuff, like special ones from like Card Factory or something, but I thought these were really cute and I didn't find them too overpriced, so I got those, and that came out of my Christmas envelope. Also, it's key to note that a lot of these shops I do actually have a membership for, like a membership loyalty card, so I was using it. Okay, next up was, let me get my yellow pen, was an unbudgeted spend. So I love to read. I don't always find time to do it because I'm not even gonna lie, often I pick like Netflix or YouTube over reading. But as you know, like I recently used the Kindle Unlimited. I've got that subscription now, but there are some books that I really want on there that aren't on there, if that makes sense. So I saw that one of the books that I've really been wanting was on the buy one get one half price. So I picked it up because my logic was if I found another book that I wanted, I would get it. If not, I wouldn't. So let me just quickly grab those. So also, fun fact about me, guys, is I really love Stephen Bartlett. I am an avid listener of his podcast, The Diary of a CEO. I actually got my sister to buy me the diary when it came out, and I was lucky enough to actually be a member of the 100 club, so I actually get an exclusive diary, and I have some other little perks with that. But these are 2 books that, let me just zoom you out. These are 2 books that he did recommend. So this one is The Chimp Paradox, the Mind Management Program for Confidence, Success and Happiness. It's quite a chunky book. I mean, it's probably where I shoved it in the bag. But this one was £15 by itself. And this one is also one that was recommended by him. So it's called Winning, the Unforgiving Race to Greatness. I mean, they all sound very magical, don't they? But this one would have been £10, so I also got this one for 5, this one for 15, and that brought my total to £19.98. Just zoom you back in. Not something I'm really going to tell myself off for because they are on my book list, in my Amazon wish list, but needs must. Well, it's just a good deal at a good time. And then I also went ahead and bought my giveaway prize, which was a £15 Amazon voucher, which I need to post actually. So yes, that came from my Leah Budgets envelope. And then travel for me to get from my friends to St Pancras was £3.20, so that was obviously from travel. We've then got £5 from my money box, like I said, every single week. And if you don't know, I'm using my mini box account for my 100 envelope challenge. I am really sucking right now at side hustling for it, so even if I can add this many in there, I'm going to count it. I'm not going to be too hard on myself. At the end of the day, I'm saving regardless, so we move. And then we have a budgeted bill of £30 to Specsavers. So this is actually my last one. I did put another pause on it. I have way too many contacts. So it's paused until maybe April. I'll leave it here. I did call them up and pause it, and then they told me obviously when I'll be doing it. So for the foreseeable, that £30 is going to be used for some challenges. Not sure which ones yet. So yes, the 15th I actually spent nothing. I say that I didn't actually spend money, but it is key to note that I did buy the diary myself first, and then my sister paid me, so I didn't. But because I get the emails, because I was in the 100 club and I have the link and she doesn't, I just bought it myself. Super excited. I have no idea what colour the exclusive one is going to be. It should be here before Christmas. So let me know down below if you want me to film a video on that, because I'm beyond excited. Like I said, the diary is quite pricey because it was £45, but that is including the diary and 12 weeks of courses. Is that the right word? There are a number of people that will help throughout those 6 weeks in all different areas. I'll write some info, or I will link the thing down below, maybe his Instagram post explaining it if anyone's interested. I don't think they've completely sold out, but I haven't looked. Obviously you can't get the exclusive one, but I will put stuff down below. Next up on the 16th was a budgeted bill of £10.99 from Netflix. Then we have got the 17th. I popped into the cafe on the way to work because I didn't have time to do breakfast, and I got myself a breakfast cob. And then I'm blaming Lynn's as always. So Lynn's, basically from the aesthetic budget, she released some new stunning envelopes. Obviously if you watch me you'll know that I did revamp my main binder. I didn't do my second one because I was waiting, just in general to see if anyone tickled my fancy. Once I saw those envelopes I was like, absolutely, yes please. So I ordered 10 envelopes for my second binder, and I also purchased from Victoria at Pinch and the Pennies. I bought her tin trackers. So if anyone don't know, I don't know where you've been, but you know how you can buy those money boxes with just a slot at the top that you pop money in. She does her trackers but with an adhesive on the back, so you can stick it like a massive sticker on your tracker and do that. So I've actually decided that I've bought 4 for me, my sister, my other sister and my parents. I purchased the £300 one. I'm gonna make it a competition because I think that's a bit fun. No cheating though, like apart from my mum and dad, it's got to be your money, if that makes sense. Like my sisters can't be stealing from their husbands, that's not fair. So altogether that was 42.25, completely unbudgeted, but I'm not gonna feel bad about it at the end of the day. I don't really spend too much on Etsy anymore, so yes, it's fine. And then Friday saw me go out after work, like who am I? So I actually caught up with a friend, and we went to many pubs, many bars, and I paid 2 of those. So it's coming out of my social envelope. So first one was a place called Tipsy Tea. Well, it wasn't actually the first, but that was £13.80. The worst thing is I can't remember what I bought from Tipsy Tea. Don't know. That's always a good sign, isn't it? And then a Weatherspoons pub, I paid £13.49. We were actually doing Desperados all night until pretty late, and shots of Tequila Rose as well. I think at Tipsy Tea I might have switched and started on rum. Never a good idea. So yes, and then also my Uber cost £2.80. Obviously an Uber does not cost £2.80, but I did have some cashback money in my PayPal account, which meant that obviously it was used, and it only cost me £2.80, which is good and bad because I didn't put it in my hustling money, but we will hustle harder. Okay, Sainsbury's actually supposed to go here, so ignore that. And then Christmas. So Friday, me and my siblings had decided, sorry if you can hear my nephews by the way, we decided that we were going to pay for a TV for my mum and dad because it's something they need, not something they'd ever ask for. Me being me, because I'm, you know, their favourite, I decided to pay the most. So I've paid the 130, my siblings are both paying 100 each. I always allocate £100 max to my mum and dad, like separately. So realistically that's half their budget each. So that's fine. That came out of my Christmas wallet. And yeah, like I said, I'm their favourite, so I'm not actually, I just say that to wind them up. Next up was yesterday, so £1 came out from Chip, because I've been spending that money and I can feel it. Then I went into Sainsbury's and I picked up a number of things. So a lot of this was baking items, and then also kind of, because I know I'm working from home all week, I decided to pick up like some things that I can eat for like lunch and breakfast. Sorry if you can hear my nephew. So it's like half and half, because half of it was budgeted by my bakery, or baking. Oh no, I've used the wrong pen. No, ignore that. But basically, half of it was Monzo card, half of it was my baking money. And then also yesterday I decided to order some Christmas presents because I don't seem to be getting anywhere. I mean, it looks like I am, but again, this came out of my Christmas money. So I spent £53, but one of my brother-in-laws is now sorted. I started on my sister. And yeah, I picked up like these little gift envelopes for any savings challenges I bought people. It will look cuter in there. And yes, we're not spending anything today, guys. We're literally not. I can't. I need to give myself a breather. I will be getting paid on Thursday. Obviously Black Friday is here, although a lot of places have their deals out now, which is insane to me. But I'm waiting. I'm being good. Not that you'll see it here. So we will see. I do need to do a skeleton budget, but generally we don't get our payslip until mid to end of Monday. But I don't see myself really saving a lot next month because it will all just be Black Friday, Christmas, get everything done type thing. In terms of our goals, we haven't hit 750 subs yet. We're currently on 732, and like I said, I'm coming up to my 1 year anniversary this month, so it would be good to hit 750 by then. So if anyone's not subscribed or thinks that they know someone who will like this channel, please pass along my details or sub. No stress either way. In terms of TikTok, we're actually on about 490, which is insane. Like I said, I do need to do more on there. I kind of forget about it, but I need to not. 10 no spend days, really? 1 2 3 4 5 6. Do we count this one? Would we count this? I don't know. Let me know. We're on 6. It is doable. If I do nothing for the rest of the week, I mean 7 including today, so it is doable. Maybe we'll do that. But yeah, the only things to do now, I'm so unprepared. Can you tell I have not videoed in a while? Okay, so these are the £25 from last week and this week, I guess. Haven't spent them, haven't needed to get anything for the home specifically. And like I said, I have been doing my £5 savings challenge, but I don't know whether, because I know I have £10, I might put it in here, because this is to pay myself back for my parents' holiday. I don't know what I'm doing with the £5, so I'm gonna put the £10 in my £10 savings challenge, I think. So sorry if you could hear my nephews, they've gone a bit rogue. So yes. So yeah, we're like, don't know why that one's down there, but we're doing okay. And yeah, that is everything, guys. I will get this uploaded today. Apologies again for being AWOL. It's not going to happen again unless something magical happens. As always, if you want to contact me, my Instagram is here. And yeah, I will leave all the links I can below. But until I see you next time, bye.